Hi guys, it's Chris Cardenas, your Geo Prez.
And Ricca, your GO secretary.
So we have Dr. Ricca with us, and he's our first interviewee
Wait,
of Tiger Talks.
I'm the first person that you're ever bringing on an interview?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This is
Okay.
our fifth Tiger Talk ever and our first interview.
Well, thanks.
Special. We'll get right started with the questions. Regarding your Twitter, how does it feel to be an influencer?
What tweet of yours are you the most proud of, or one that made you physically laugh out loud to yourself?
Oh, well, that question makes me laugh out loud. Thank you. I didn't realize I was an influencer. Sometimes I feel more like I'm just answering questions about weather. I think I have like.
Could it be that one?
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I think.
Is it really like that? Do you really stay up to
Oh yeah. I mean, you pre-pandemic, the worst season in the world for superintendents is winter, and anytime there's like a threat of snow or ice, it's an all-night affair, and it's the worst. So like with over, I think I have like 26,000 tweets or something like that at this point in time. But definitely the ones that make me laugh out loud the most are sometimes the responses that I get back from, our students pending snow calls. Or, I mean, there's a lot of pressure too. Some of our
Do you
students.
ever get bullied into it?
Yeah.
I don't know so much about being bullied, but I will tell you that folks are not afraid to let you know what they think. So those are the ones that make me laugh for sure.
Yeah. And then we have another question regarding your being an influencer, Chris.
Okay.
How did it feel to have the live stream of like over like 100, more than 200 people, and deliver the news of 2 days off of school due to COVID-19 on March 13th?
With 2 days off.
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
2 days that then became 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't feel good, especially I have to tell you, because what I knew at that time, and what we all knew at that time, was very little. But I did know that there was something coming and that it was going to be a real challenge for the community. So that day, the 13th of Friday, the 13th of March, I'll never forget. I'll never forget that weekend because of all the work that we were doing, trying to figure out what the next week was going to look like. And then come the 16th, with the announcement from the county executive and the governor that schools were going to be closed because of the coming pandemic. That was tough. So I felt, it was an important statement to make. But as a teacher and as a parent, it wasn't a good day because we kind of had a sense of what was coming.
Yeah.
I know for the kids, though, it was a good day.
I mean, it was good to hear that we had 2 days off. I was excited, but I didn't realize what it was going to turn into. But I remember, I think I had to drop that period or study hall. And so I was watching the live stream, and it was just kind of funny that it was like, I felt like you were this everyone was like tuned in, waiting.
Everyone was like, okay, we're off for 2 days. And that feels good. And then when I came back and was like, yeah, we're closed for 2 weeks, everyone was like, what? Mm-hmm. And then as it continued on from there, I think it became a little bit more of a challenge.
Yeah. And then this one's also, well, this one goes back to when we were talking about the snow day bullying, but have you ever given a snow day just for the praise? Like you just for like the he's the GOAT tweets and all that.
Like when they ask you and they're like, you're the man.
Yeah, not like, all right, I could use it today.
Yeah. So I love when my kids are happy. I love when our teachers and staff members are happy. But I can say emphatically, no, I never did it for the praise. Although it certainly, the praise helps to balance out the anger, because you have to remember, what you don't see is when, sometimes when a superintendent makes a call for a snow day, for all the accolades that the kids are like, yeah, you're the best. There are a lot of people who are like, why? It's so you get both sides, but no, never for the praise.
Yeah.
But it's nice.
So on a completely different topic, for all the kids wondering, including us, do you have any idea what dubstep really means or how the term came to be?
You don't know?
Like we
Like,
have an idea, but it's I don't really get who started it. What?
yeah, where does it come from? Like, why Dove? Like, where's
Yeah,
the set? Like,
So
is it? Like,
this is the cool thing about dubstep. First of all, the cool thing about dubstep is that we have our own word, right? And
yeah,
people who are not part of the White Plains community are like, what is that? You know, what does that mean? Um, and so depending upon if you've ever done any, research or listened to the urban legends, there are a couple of different scenarios. The one I kind of fall into is dub, right? W, White
mhm,
Plains,
oh,
and set, right? And set sort of two W's. My understanding is there was a legend that it really came down to athletics, and it was White Plains wins. So the dub set, the two W's. There's
oh,
another story though that dub W White Plains and set, us a community is the other sort of urban legend that I've heard of. So it really doesn't matter what you think, because anytime we yell dub set, to when we're at an event or a sporting event or whatever, it's always at the other side. It's like, wow, what is that? And they're
mhm.
all into it. So really, it's our own word, and it's been something that's been embraced by students, I think, since like the '90s. So you figure since I was in high school, that's sort of been our saying, right? And we've embraced it.
Mhm.
There you have it.
I like,
No clear answer.
yeah, I like the stories. I like the
Yeah,
story.
no, those were interesting because yeah, I wasn't sure what the set was, but if that makes sense, it would be like a set of W's or a set
Yeah.
of people, or yeah, or it could be what another one that I thought it could have been was like it like about the win, like set on a dub, set dub, like
I like that one too.
I don't know. Okay.
I,
Um,
I like the other one better, but good try. Good try.
okay, next question. If you were a White Plains High School student right now, what club would you like to start?
Ooh,
Tough one.
it is a tough one. So I'll go back and I'll think like when I was in high school. I think I would probably want to start the surfing club. And I think that would be a pretty cool club. I think that would give us a good opportunity to travel a little bit, maybe out to the island, on some of those nice days in the spring and even in the fall. So I think I'd land on the surfing club.
That's
Interesting.
cool.
So, especially during quarantine, a lot of people like picked up cooking, baking, drawing. Did you develop any new hobbies during quarantine? And if so, what was your favorite one?
Yeah, for sure. I heard a lot of people were like baking bread. Like bread was a thing. So yeah, I heard of those hobbies. I did. I developed a hobby. I became very, very sort of involved in epidemiology and the spread of illness and
Yeah.
testing and vaccination and reimagining how schools would look. So my hobby, seriously, and was and still is running public schooling during a pandemic, and that has been all consuming. I've learned a lot, really. I've learned a lot, and there have been times where it's been frustrating, but there have been times where it's been satisfying because we've been able to overcome some pretty big challenges. But yeah, man, that's my hobby right now. It's
I
trying
have
to figure that
I
out.
have got to try that one. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
like
people get caught up and then they don't even, since it impacts them so much, they don't want to learn about it again. But it's cool. My diseases are
Well, so here's the deal, and for anybody who's watching this right now, this is going to happen again. And whether it's 100 years from now or whether it's 25 and 50 years from now, we are going to get hit with another pandemic. The next time around, it could be even more challenging, could be more deadly. We know that the pandemic in 1918 really focused on younger people and healthy people, and those were the casualties during that pandemic. So one of the big things what I've learned is that we need to be thinking about the future and be ready for this, so that we're not scrambling like we were in the spring last year.
mhm.
makes sense.
Okay, so now that we have Thanksgiving coming up,
Oh,
we wanted to ask about what you're thankful for and what are your plans due to, all the regulations, like if you're seeing family or what you're
Zoom
choosing to be
Thanksgiving.
thankful for.
No,
yeah,
just
well, since it's just between us, I mean, I'll share with you. Obviously, I'm really thankful for my health. I'm thankful for my family and all of the love and support that we have here in our community. It's just it's been a tough time, as you all know. And I just feel thankful to be surrounded by some really great people here in White Plains. You know, you guys, my kids, I can always get a laugh because, you know, I have access to just some amazing people. So I'm really thankful for that. I'm also thankful for the possibility of hope and being able to maintain that. You know, I can tell you that during this time, there have been some days that have been real tough. But for whatever reason, you know, I've really tried to stay positive about things, and I'm really thankful for having that opportunity. So I guess it all boils down to health, you know. Um, as far as the holiday goes, like you, I'm going to follow the rules. I always feel like Governor Cuomo is kind of, you know, looking over my shoulder a little bit. So I want to make sure that, you know, whatever I do is going to be.
Chris, do you see it?
I just saw it.
Going to be within the rules, as you are too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to stay safe. You know, maybe
Okay.
have a little bit of turkey at home,
I like that one.
and make sure that this guy isn't creeping in.
Yeah.
It took him a little longer than me.
Yeah. I wasn't looking that hard. I was listening.
You
Okay.
have to do both at the same time.
Okay. Go on. Okay.
What next?
Chris.
So, Raquel?
Oh, okay. I asked the last question, but I'll go again. So we're all dying to know. This is a very pressing issue. Are snow days gone for good now that remote learning is an option? Like, are we done? Are we not going to
Yeah,
have,
like
have remote learning
so
instead?
Zoom works, but
Zoom works, and our teachers are they're getting real good at you know, remote learning. I want to tell you that the former student kid in me doesn't want to see snow days go away. I think snow days are fun. I think they could be super fun for many kids. So I think there has to probably be like a happy medium there. I think it's also pretty cool that we might not have to miss a day of school for a snow day, and then you actually get a longer Memorial Day weekend.
That's true.
true.
That's a big win, right? That's a big win. So if we don't use a snow day all year, Memorial Day weekend for you guys gets extended by 3 days. So we're thinking about like snow day, remote learning, the middle, how to reach that and still, you know, let kids be kids and have fun in the snow, and then try and capture that day of learning as well. So more to come on that, I'm sure. And by the way, it also wouldn't be bad for me if I didn't get, you know, abused on Twitter whenever they're talking about snow coming.
Yeah, we're establishing it right now so people know.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I know it's just an interesting idea because we were thinking if there was, you know, if we have the option to learn at home, it doesn't seem to need to be any. Okay, and now, Chris, do you want to start us on our?
Yeah. So we're playing a different type of questions. We're asking different types. It's going to just be fast, and you're going to say this or that.
Whoa. Okay. So this could be dangerous.
Yeah.
No explanations. Just all right. Class is 21 or 22.
Oh, come on. 21.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Class of 23 or 24?
Oh, come on. 22? 23.
Okay.
Ridgeway or George Washington? Ooh.
George Washington.
Church Street or Post Road?
Oh, come on. Post Road.
I went to Church Street. Okay.
MAS?
Church Street.
Thank you.
MAS or White Plains High School?
That's dead. White Plains High School. Come on. I mean, there's no win here.
I would have gone with MAS, but.
And then for the middle school, it's Highlands or Eastview?
Middle school.
The Highlands?
Yeah, or Eastview.
Middle school. Eastview.
Okay.
Okay, this pertains to
sports.
Now, by the way, that line of questioning is like asking your parent, right? Who do you love more between the two kids? So for all you Tigers watching out there, I love you all exactly the same.
He just has to make a choice. He just has to make a choice.
Yeah.
So, regarding sports, soccer or football?
Football.
Softball or lacrosse?
Softball.
Girls soccer or volleyball?
Volleyball.
Track or cross country?
Cross country.
Really? Oh, wrestling or basketball?
Wrestling.
Okay, and I think that's all.
That was it?
Yeah, and then Chris, do you want to?
Okay. So we have one last question, and this one's really serious. You know, all the other ones were just.
Okay.
Yeah, we want your honest opinion on this.
Okay.
Okay. So.
By the way, folks at home, I have not seen these questions ahead of time, so this is dangerous territory right here. Go ahead, Chris.
So, have you ever seen two pretty best friends?
Have I ever seen two pretty best friends?
Yes.
You're saying because there's that legend that when you have the best friends, one of them is better looking than the other?
There is that legend.
Yeah,
so we need to know you're on it. Like, this is very serious.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen two pretty best friends?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have in high school.
Legend.
100%.
Breaking the legend.
I'm breaking the legend right now. 100%.
So you don't think that one of them always got to be ugly?
No. Negative.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. Controversial.
I'm glad that I am the one to break that myth, so that everybody knows.
Yeah, this one's gonna be that one's gonna be a lot for everyone to hear.
Might hit the front page of the Orange. Ricca says,
yeah.
Two pretty best friends.
All right. No, but really, before this interview comes to an end, there's something we've been wanting to do with you. And Chris, do you want to pull up?
I hope this works.
We saw this on your Twitter. And today is Friday.
So let's do our Funny Face Friday.
So we're going to do Funny Face Friday?
Yeah.
All right. So hold on. Let me get a little hand sanitizer here, right? Because we have to make sure we're gonna touch our faces. Yeah, right. So all right, let's see. Are you gonna do it too, or just me?
Yeah, no, all of us.
Okay, Chris, that's your face.
All right.
All right. Okay. Thank you. That was probably the most nerve-wracking interview I did this week. There's some scary questions.
Yeah. And they're challenging.
Really great, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you for talking to us.
Listen, have a fantastic Thanksgiving, and to everybody watching, happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for all of your hard work, and thanks for staying strong and staying WP proud. You guys are doing great.
#WP proud.
Thank you, Dr. Ricca. Bye, Tigers.
Bye, Tigers.
Bye, Tigers.
Thanks for listening.